He gets it in! It's gonna be tight here. It's in! Oh my god! Goalie goal! Goalie goal! Goalie goal! Where do we find these guys? He's going, and he's got it!
All right. What is up, people? Thank you for joining me again as we look at a familiar team and a new team for me, at least. The Red Deer Caribou versus the Philadelphia Liberty today. On the standings, Red Deer, bottom of the table right now with 15 points. I heard some rumors that there might be some changes in Red Deer, but those seem to not have been confirmed yet, so I won't comment on them too much. Philadelphia obviously played really well last week, took 4 of a possible 6 points against Albany Beavers, the league favorites and still the league leaders by 2 points. The Liberty got 35 points in second place, 2 points off first and 2 points off third in that sandwich of the 3 top teams fighting for the first spot. And Red Deer, while definitely struggling this season, not having the season they would like, I will say that yesterday they played one game. They played one game early, but they played the second game of a series against the Bloomington Wild, and they won 3-1, surprisingly, with what most people thought was a weakened roster. But, I mean, they took a 3-1 win, so how weak can they really be? And we'll see if they can replicate that again today and pick up a win against a very, very strong Philadelphia team. We will go through the rosters real fast. So here we go, rosters. Captain Canada Carl is the captain of the Red Deer Caribou. Kiwi's the assistant captain. Then we got PK, Loosh, Style, Big Lard, Jack, Oywef, the Gold Trader, and BGP. And on Philadelphia, we have Captain, of course, as the captain. Tony Flo, a.k.a. Craven Moorhead, as the assistant captain. V, Echo, Rezi, Toaster, Zebra, Nem, Canoodle, and Einik. And go over some stats. I know I mentioned last time Zebra had the best goals against in the league. He still retains that spot. We also pointed out Rezi second with 23 points. I will say Kiwi, despite being on Ex-captain Canada Carl. Yeah, I don't know if that had been confirmed yet, so I was like, I don't want to say. I don't know if that's for sure happening, but yeah. Kiwi, the assistant captain for this team, actually is 4th in the league for points, and Captain Canada Carl, maybe ex-Captain Canada Carl, was 5th in points, so we'll see what happens there. PK also on this team creeps onto that point list with 21 points. So despite being the worst team in the league, they got a lot of people with a lot of points. So we'll see how they do today. In goal today, Big Lar averaging a 2 goals against average. Looks like the offense might be firing for RDC, but either the goalkeeping or the defending has not been as good as they would have liked. Predictions. You can say predictions, but I don't think that I can do predictions. I think we talked about that yesterday. I don't think this channel has it set up yet. So I will check to be sure. Oh, no, there are. Perfect. Wait. No, I'm looking at my own stream manager because I'm dumb. I went to my own channel. I thought I went to Puck Hockey League 3. My bad. I may have just I may have just lied. For some reason I don't have the. Oh yeah, there's no points anyway. You're right. Yeah, so we can't do it. For some reason I can't click. Customize channel either. So guess we won't. We'll never know. Let me know. I'm going to. What was I trying to do? Wait, no, I'm good. Chat's hidden. I forgot. Chat's hidden. Did that for no reason. Actually, no, I lost my 8K points voting for the Hooks to win. Real only on the first channel. I know, I voted on my team to win. They won. I voted on them again to win. They lost second game, and I lost all my points. So, RIP the dream. Oh, I'm trying something different tonight, so keep me honest if I forget. I'm going to turn on shots on goal the whole time. So keep me honest. If I messed up, call me out on it. But I will say shots only count if they either like they're on target. So they hit a post or the goalie saves it but it was going wide. It does not count. So, oh, and I realized I never introduced. It's Pinks doing the casting today. Pinks 1, Pinks 2, solo dolo. I will probably do some in the future with other people, but for the moment, I'm used to doing it solo, so keeping it solo. Yeah, thank God it's not Pink So guy. Pinks 1 and Pinks 2. We don't need 3 people. Pinks 3 will be if I somehow find a way to run the game again and I have a camera, and that'll be Pinks 3 running the camera. But as of now, Pinks 1 and Pinks 2. Let's take a peek here who's playing today. It looks like right now... Wait, isn't Oywef on... Oh, he's in Red Deer. I don't know why I thought he was on a different team. Oywef also has a lot of points in the season. 15 points. Jack just joined. Jack, 4 games, 2 goals. It's Pinkception. Yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. It looks like we might be getting this thing underway. As you can see in the top left peeking in. I guess I need to zoom my thing in a little bit more so you can't see the chat, but I guess it doesn't matter. And due to popular request, we have the mini-map now up in the top right. If y'all want to throw in predictions, go ahead and throw them in. Obviously, you won't get rewarded for it, but maybe at the end of the game, if you're correct, if someone can guess the correct score and who wins, you can make the opacity a bit less for the mini map. It's kind of hard to see if you turn down the opacity. I know it shouldn't really get in the way. Let me also just go ahead and move back a little bit. And actually, I think I might just make... I feel like the chat's a little big. Or not chat, the minimap. I don't think it needs to be that big. How about that? That's probably good. Ooh, now I feel like that's a little too high. Oh, and we are underway. All right, so I'm going to try to keep track of shots to keep me honest. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to turn on. Shoot. Where's names? Oh, thank God they didn't score. I think that's one shot on net. My bad, my bad. And that was a shot on net for the home team. My apologies, my apologies. Let me get my stuff situated now. Reset points, reset shots. There we go, first shot. All right, let's actually get into it now. My apologies. Tony on the puck, looking for an option down the ice. Taking his time, Style pressuring but not really jumping at him. Craven goes for a deke, decides halfway through to abort mission and sends it down the ice over to BG, who intercepts. Now BG sending it along to Style. Style with a lot of space, but not a deft touch as he was hoping he would have had. Didn't get a touch on it. Now Style chips it over Cap behind the net. Tries to go for a pass. Gets blocked by Craven. Craven now carrying it up the ice. Goes for a short pass over to V. V. Good control. Way up in front of him. Jack behind him. Jack with the back check. Wins it. Clears it back down towards Zebra. Zebra taking his time here. Controlling the puck. Goes for a long pass on the left side. Intercepted by Rezi, who taps it over to Cap. Nice little tap play. Cap now trying to go across the front looking for options. Goes for a shot. V tries to deflect it on net, but he can't. Now Orwef chips down the ice. Good defense there by Craven, who taps it away. Rezi trying to grab it, but Orwef, good pressure. Orwef wins it. Trying to do maybe a little too much. No, somehow he comes out with it. Two defenders on Orwef, but he keeps trucking along. Goes for a chip pass across the center, but no one's there. Style picks up the loose puck, goes for a pass back across, but again, no one there. Sent long. Rezi trying to grab it, but Jack in front of him. Jack, nice touch. Goes around Cap, but V with the back check wins it and sends it down into the RDC side of the ice. BGP now behind his own net. V pressuring. BGP goes for the clear. V blocks it though, but luckily for RDC it didn't pop out to Rezi, but Rezi wins it anyway. Rezi trying to pull a move. I think he accidentally puts his stick on top of the puck to hurt his chances there. Jack now picks up a loose puck, gets around Tony. He's got a little bit of space now. Can he get a good shot off? He goes for a shot, but it's way high, and Zebra doesn't have to make a save just yet. A really, really good early chance for RDC, but Jack, unfortunately, didn't have his shot as good as he would have liked on that chance. Say what you want about Jack, but he's a really good finisher of the puck. And on that occasion, he did not show it, but maybe he will later in the game. I think he will. I could see him getting a goal today. At least one. Rezi with a long shot. Misses wide of the top right post. Jack now taking it behind his own net. Goes for a pass up to Style. A great pass, but Style just not reading it correctly. Pops over to Cap. Cap. Long pass down the ice towards V. Goes behind him. Rezi trying to get it, but he doesn't have any momentum. BGP will get there first behind his own net for the Caribou. Caribou looking for a play here. He goes for a long chip pass to the right side. He will find Style. Style not a lot of speed, but it is enough to get around Craven, but the deflection made it a little awkward. Oywef trying to carry it up the ice, but Style gets in his way. Style with a huge block on V's clear, but it drops over to Cap anyway. Liberty, nice passing play. Cap over to V. V, though, horrible touch. Intercepted by Style. He's pressuring Style. They're trying to win it back. Style is resistant to the pressure, doing a good job finding a pass over to Oywef. Oywef trying to chip it forward, and eventually gets cleared away by Cap. Now picked up by BG. BG, ton of space on this near side. Goes for a chip pass. Took too long, though. V, good pressure. He's got a chance. Can he cut inside? No, he goes for the hard cut, but he misses the puck. Could have had a really good chance there on the center. He had some space, but a bad touch will see that chance go to nowhere. Craven now behind his own net for the Liberty. Goes for a chip pass over to Cap. It's a little slow, but it will get there eventually. Oywef pressuring, doing nothing to stop the pass over to Rezi, but it's a little too far in front of him. Now Rezi trying to make a play, intercepted by BG. Tony now sends it towards the net, cleared away by Big Lar. Tony with a second chance here. 0 goals on the season. Can he get his first? No, he can't. Good save by Big Lar. It's our second shot of the game for Philly. Rezi trying to make a play, gets beat by Jack. Jack just sending it across the ice. It'll find its way over to Oywef. Oywef, nice pass across the middle. It finds Jack. Jack now with some space in the center. Going for Tim Deeks. Left, right, left, right. He gets around V. He tries to get by Craven. He almost does, but Rezi with a good back check wins it, and then a block by V on the follow-up attempt from Jack. Craven now sending it down the ice. V blocks it, trying to make a read, but only drops out to Style. Style has Jack wide open in the center, but Got a little too slow there, loses the puck, but BG now picks up the loose puck. Goes for a pass to the center. Does find Style, but Style not a good enough touch. Gets cleared away by Cap. Resi now versus BG. Tries to chip it past him. Can't do it. BG, though, accidentally plays it behind him, giving Cap a chance to win it. Cap, though, just sends it down the ice. Over to Jack. Jack, pass around over to Oywef. Caribou in their own zone, getting pressured. Oywef sends a quick pass down the ice. Intercepted by Craven. Craven just chips it towards the net, but it'll go wide. Picked up now behind the net by the Caribou. Oywef finds BG. BG sends it all the way around, but it will only find Resi of the Liberty. Liberty, good pass from Resi over to Cap. Cap going for a pass to the back door, but he cannot find the connection. And we go after the first period, still 0-0. Not a ton of shots so far. I only got 2. Remember, I said shots. They got to count only when it's on target. And I only think there were 2 on target there for the Liberty, though. I think the Caribou definitely had the best chance. Jack cutting in, getting a lot of space to make a play, but shot left some to be desired. Shot left. Face off, Jack picks it up, goes for a pass forward, not his greatest, as Craven will pick it up free. Style with the back check. Craven goes for a chip on net, gets saved by Big Lar. Big Lar almost stood up at the wrong time, a little sketchy. Now he goes for a shot. Big Lar with a big save on Resi, and that's 2 more shots for the Liberty, already doubling their shots. BG goes for a pass over to Oywef, a little too slow though. Resi's able to mess with him, but eventually gets cleared by BG. Trying to find Style. Style gets lifted by Craven. Craven wins it free, and I guarantee he's just going to yeet this into the atmosphere in a second as he gets double pressured. He tried to, but he hit his own net, it looked like. Jack now going to pick up that puck. Sends it low over to Style. Cap with the back check, trying to win it back. Can't do so. Style, great chip pass over to Jack. Jack with a chance in front. Goes for the spin shot. Good block by Cap. Now Resi will take it the other way. Resi deking back and forth, taking his time. Goes for a cheeky pass over to Cap. Looked pretty good, but wasn't good enough as the Caribou able to clear it. Craven now sending a long shot towards the net, as he often does from the blue line, from the midline even. And Oywef trying to make a play behind his own net. Gets double pressured. Resi wins it. Goes for a pass to the center. BG intercepts. And a long pass down the ice. Cap behind his own net. Getting pressured by Jack. Jack blocks it. It pops out to Style. Style trying to make a move around Cap. He does get around him, but what can he do with the puck now? Cap recovers. Gets a nice swat on it. Style trying to recover and get the puck back. Resi trying to make a play. Clears it down the ice. Oywef now picks it up at his own blue line. Getting pressured heavy by V, but good patience. Takes his time going around. Pass goes by Jack, but will find Style. Style trying to find Jack in the center, but it's behind him. Resi will pick it up. Resi now trying to make a play. 2 players on him, BG and Oywef. Neither can win the puck off him. He gets a shot off net, and a good save by Big Lar at the near post. And Philadelphia getting chances. They're flirting with a goal. Big Lar's doing a good job in net. Other than that one long chip shot on net by Craven, he's looked pretty solid. And RDC, despite having some good pressure early, have not really amounted anything, and now Philadelphia's getting a lot of chances. You can't let them get too many, or they will make you punish. Jack trying to make a play, getting around some Liberty defenders where there's just too many of them. Styles able to win it off of Resi trying to find Jack, but it's a bit behind him. Craven with some time behind his own net. Goes for a chip pass over to Cap. Good play. Cap, tons of space now on this near side. He's got 55 on his left. Resi, he does try to go for it. BGP with a great deflection there. And Craven just sends it back in. Finds V. V with a reverse pass over to Cap. And Cap trying to find the bottom right corner, but misses just wide. Resi now with a spin shot attempt. Gets blocked again. And Style with a great pass up to Oywef. Oywef, the defenseman, with a chance up the ice. Craven whacking the hell out of his stick. Sorry, trying to win it off him. Eventually pops out to Style. Style, though, gets poke checked by Resi. Resi trying to make a player. Styles behind him. Can he lift his stick? He's trying to. He's messing with him as much as he can. And eventually it pops up to Jack. Jack just clearing it down the ice. Should be an easy pickup for Craven. Craven sending it hard around over to Cap. Cap misplaying. BG's able to pick it up, but BG just sends it down the ice to no one. So Craven, easy behind his net, tons of time. Takes his time this time instead of just sending it down the ice. Good job taking it by Style. Now he goes for the chip on net, his favorite thing, and that's a scary one for Big Lar, but it's just wide of the right post. Cap now winning it behind the net versus Oywef. Goes for a chip pass to the center, blocked by BG, then cleared by Big Lar, but still behind the net with the other team. V going for a spin pass, blocked once, but he's got a second chance here. He's got Resi in the center. He will find Resi after the deflection. He goes for the bottom right corner, but it hits the post. And Resi almost opening the scoring of the game with a great spin pass from V. The deflection Didn't do too much, and V still got a chance, but now V misplaying the puck behind his own net. Or, sorry, near his own net. Jack finds Style. Style chokes in front of the net. He had such a good chance there, Jack. Great job. V with a misplay. Jack gets the puck, tries to make a good pass. He does make the good pass, but Style, he's not going to want to remember that chance later in the game. And Blueski hitting the quick chat. Nice shot. And unfortunately, I'd have to say it's kind of deserved in that moment. Unfortunate for Style, a really good player. But in that moment, he did not look like he had too much style going on. Style on this play, though, goes for a chip pass over to Jack, and he'll find him. It's a good pass. Jack with a great back pass over to Oilwef. Not his greatest touch, and that allows Craven to win it. Craven carrying it up the ice. 20 seconds on the clock. Can the Liberty make a chance here at the end? Craven, nice pass over to Rezi, but Rezi just goes a little bit too far forward. Can't control it. And it's fun to see Craven be a little bit more calculated with his plays. He'll launch it down the ice a lot, but every now and again he carries it, and he looks dangerous when they give him space. And that should end our period 2. 5 shots for Philly, 0 for RDC still. And RDC in the first period were arguably the better team making chances, but in the second period they didn't do anything other than they still had the best chance of the game, but just couldn't get a shot off. And so far, I think if I had to guess, I'm gonna make a prediction here. We'll see what y'all think. I'm gonna guess that RDC gets another really good chance, but doesn't get a shot on target, and I'm gonna call Philly winning 2-0 in normal time. We'll see. Bold prediction. We'll see what happens. Jack pass over to Style. Style bounce pass to himself. Good play. Tries to do it again around Craven. Craven swats it out of the air and finds Rezi. Rezi now with some space. He's got Cap on his right. Will he use him? He tries to. A little bit behind Cap, though, and he can't control it. Jack now goes for a chip over to Style. Style whacking it down. Eventually gets it under control. Goes for a pass over to BG. BG hits off his stick, but not a great touch. He will keep it, though. Goes for a pass to the center. Style double covered. It pops out to Oilwef. Oilwef with a chance, but well wide right of the post. And now V will pick up the loose puck. V sending a pass through the middle on the ground. BG with a good read, but not a great touch as V wins it back for his team. V now with some space, but Jack, good swat, pops out to Cap. Liberty trying to make another chance, but BG stops it. Good interception, finds Jack. Jack now stops it on accident, trying to take a touch. Oh, and almost tap forward to Rezi for a chance for the Liberty, but Oilwef intercepts. Oilwef, though, wayward pass in the center. Luckily, Style goes and picks it up. Style, good chip pass over to Jack. Jack with a chance. Ooh, he does the little, I can't even say the right words. Shot on net, though. First shot on net for the RDC. I'm sorry, I stumbled over my words there. I was trying to say he put his stick on the puck and did the little move. Mouse was abusing those in pugs the other day. And I see why. Jack pulling that move off and doing a really good job to get a chance on net, but his shot left some to be desired. Now Zebra just tapping it forward for Craven. Craven goes for a long chip pass over the right side of the ice. Finds Cap. Cap goes for a shot, and he finds the top right corner. First goal of the game, 6th shot for the Liberty. And the captain, Cap, comes on that near side and finds the top right corner. Big Lar trying to save it with his head. Didn't opt for using his stick, and maybe that was a mistake as that he let in the shot, but still a good shot anyway. He might not have saved it with his stick. 3 minutes left in this game. Hey, remember my prediction. RDC was going to mess up another chance in front of net, and Liberty were going to win. Although I said it would be off target, so they haven't had an off-target one yet. And also, I just want to point out, I would love to see RDC take some points off of the Liberty. I'm just making a prediction, trying to get it right. Cap here on the right now. Zebra passes it around to him. Deeks by Style with the bounce off the boards. Cap taking his time, goes for a pass over to Craven. Craven's going to chip it back over to Rezi, but it finds its way over to Cap. Cap on the right goes for a pass just a little bit behind V. And BG picks up this loose puck. Caribou send it long. Eventually pops all the way through the Zebra. Zebra, nice composed play. Taps it over to Rezi even with Jack flirting with a steal around. Rezi trying to deke through Style and Oilwef. Oilwef stops it. Style able to clear it eventually. Only as far as Rezi. Rezi flings it into the top left corner. Oilwef should get there first. Tries to go by Cap. A Cap good read. He's got Rezi in the center if he can just get off the boards, but no momentum. I know that pain is staring at the puck, just wishing he could move faster to get it, but he couldn't. And eventually gets cleared away. Liberty in their own zone. Craven taking his time, eventually throws it on net. Trademark move by him. That's technically a shot on net, so I'll give it to the Liberty. Cleared away only as far as Cap. Cap, nice move by Oywef. He's got one at the back door. Will he use him? He tries to use him. He hits V, but V cannot direct it goalwards. Great pass by Cap, and now Cap gets another chance here. Finds a pass to Rezi. Rezi with a chip shot, and I think it hit the crossbar. And eventually it's still out with Rezi. Rezi wins it off of BG. Trying to find an option in the center. Oywef all over him. Rezi still gets a pass to the center. Gets deflected, but too many Caribou in the way. Two really good chances there. Cap, I thought he was going to go for the wrap, but he opted for the pass. I think Rezi maybe caught off guard by the pass a little bit, but still did a good job to get a shot almost on target. Looks like it hit off crossbar. Still in the danger zone. Rezi, pass down low over to Cap. Cap trying to make a play, misplays it, but it goes over to V. V taps it for Cap, slows it down. Cap now looking for a pass to the center, I believe. They're giving him too much time in the corner. Rezi going for a weird jump shot attempt as the puck was underneath him, but that won't trouble anybody. And Jack on this left corner trying to find a pass to the center. Blocked by Craven and eventually cleared away by Craven only as far as Rezi. Rezi goes for a pass to V. No, it is for Cap. It does find Cap as V pulls out. Cap on the right. Good slow down to beat Oywef. Takes his time. Goes for a shot at the near post, but that's high. Goes all the way around over to V. V trying to find a pass to the center. We'll find Rezi after deflection. Rezi with a chance in front. Gets by BG. Gets by Oywef, but not all the way by Oywef, I believe. Gets a stick on that and clears it the way. Style 2-on-1 for the Red Deer with 15 seconds left. Style beats Craven. He's got a chance on net. He goes for the shot. Deflected by Craven. Saved by Zebra. 10 seconds. V clears it down the ice only as far as Rezi. And this should be the game if Rezi can just not lose it. He goes for the stick on puck. Deke. Eventually, OF has it, but I just don't think there's enough time on the clock. He goes for clear down the ice, and that will be game one. A win 1-0 in regulation for Philadelphia. Pretty good game from Philadelphia. They had a lot of good chances. I think RDC would have liked to make some better shots based on the chances that they made. And is my highlight pack going to work? I did clip some stuff. Is the replay working? I promise I clipped it. Yeah, I can see it in my clips. What is going on? Cap now winning it behind the net.
There we go. Now it's
Oywef.
playing. What the heck?
Goes for a
All right,
chip.
let me get a highlight back. It's just not.
This is annoying. I promise you I clip these things. Come on. Can we work, please? There we go. Now we can at least see the highlights from last game here. V trying to find that pass to the center. Gets blocked. Second chance. He finds Rezi. Rezi with a shot. Hit that post. Really good chance. Probably the best chance early on in that second period. And here's the V misplay that led to Jack putting a perfect pass over to Style, but Style just got caught underneath his feet. Couldn't get a shot off. Probably RDC's best chance of the game there. And this was the goal. Cap, great shot into that top right corner. Beats Big Lar on the near post. That is our only goal, and that's the end of the highlights there. I will try to get some more highlights in the next game. I'm trying to get better at clipping those all the good chances so we can watch them all back together at the end. I'll try and do better on that if I can. But yeah, Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia on paper and in that game was for the most part the better team, but I do think RDC made enough good chances with the few chances they made were really good, and they could have definitely got at least one goal. I almost probably would expect them to get a goal based on the chances they got, but I know scoring is really hard in this game. So I think while they might be a little disappointed with how game one went, I think they should come into game two, start like how they did last game and get that early goal, and then it becomes way easier to just defend and kind of weather the storm. And they got some shooters on their team, so we'll see if they can make it work in this next game. Looks like they're starting this game up. Here we go. Game 2. Here we go. I'll turn the shots back on. Remember, keep me honest. And here we go. Let's get back into it. Liberty with the puck. Craven, his classic chip shot towards the net, just wide. And maybe if Dead Guy's in chat, he can let me know. Do I count shots if they just chip it from their own zone, but it ends up going on net? Like, I feel like it's probably, if it's dangerous enough looking, then it counts maybe. But you'll have to let me know if that counts as a shot or not. I feel like, I mean, if it's on target and it's not like just like slowly, you know, gliding towards the net, it should count. Resi, chance on the left, tries to deke by BG. BG gets a touch on it. Picked up now by Jack. Jack pressured by Resi. It pops out to Style. Craven with the backwards defending will eventually work out in his favor. He walks through everybody. Craven now with a chance on the left. He's got Resi in the center. He tries to find him. Oywef, good defense to tip it wide. Jack now getting pressured. Eventually gets cleared back towards the Philly zone. Cap behind the net goes for a hard pass around to Resi, but it's a little soft. Style will be able to intercept it, but he mistouches it on the second touch and allows Resi to pick it up for free. Resi now going the other way. Trying to deke by Oywef. Goes for a pass. Good block by BG. BG's had quite a few good blocks on defense tonight. And now Jack goes for a chance. Has Style open, but it was a hard pass, and he can't complete it. But Jack gets the chance again. He goes for a deke around Cap. Cap, good body block. Now the puck drops for Resi. Resi, cool little stop play there. He drops it for Tony. Tony finding Cap. Cap getting murdered there. I think he was trying to hit somebody and fell in the process. Craven now taking him behind his own net, and he's definitely chipping it on net. Yep, that's what I thought was coming. Ooh, trying to find Cap. Cap almost tips it towards the middle, but he can't. Oywef, good defense, and eventually the loose puck is gathered by BG. BG carrying out the ice. Doesn't really have an option. Eventually he will just throw it high and long towards Jack. Jack does a good job finding that open space, getting the puck. Pass back over to Oywef. Oywef, not the greatest touch, and V, great pressure to win the puck. Resi, not his greatest touch ever, but eventually won by Tony, and then Resi gets 50'd to pop back out to the Red Deer net. And Jack misplays and then hits Style on accident. Cap. Chip pass over to Resi at the back door. Resi! First shot of the game. Or sorry, second shot of the game. Apologies. And Resi. Great move. A great pass to the back door by Cap. Finds Resi. And Resi, nice backhand forehand around Big Lar to open our scoring halfway through the first period. And Philadelphia opened the scoring early. And Oywef. Chance, pass over to Jack. RDC, can they instantly respond? Jack with a shot, they can! And RDC come down the ice and instantly respond as they get on the board. Cap now winning it behind the net versus Oywef.
And this is the chance.
Goes for a chip pass to the center, blocked by BG, then cleared by Big Lar, but it's still
too
behind
early.
the net.
This was
with
the
other
goal
team. V going for a spin pass.
Philly
Once,
didn't even get a chance to the replay yet.
Resi in the center. He will find Resi at the deflection. He goes for the bottom right corner, but
whatever. Replays suck.
I don't know why it's showing that one. Whatever. But regardless, RDC, good job coming down the ice, instantly responding. Jack finding the top right corner. And now it seems like both teams are going crazy for shots. Yeah, Grip, I don't know. The replay's playing the wrong thing. I'm giving up on the replay. Resi with the puck now at the blue line. Going for a chip pass down the ice over to Craven. Craven, nice drop pass over to V. V cutting inside, goes for a chip shot at the near post, goes just over. Resi picks up the loose puck at the back door, goes for a pass to the center, deflected by Style. Style, nice move around Cap. Cap kills himself on the boards, falls over. Style, great pass over to Jack. Jack with a chance, goes for a deke, but he misplays it. He accidentally touches the top of the puck and flips it when he's trying to go left-right. And RDC with a really good chance there to take the lead, but Jack, unfortunately, making a misplay on the puck, but now he's battling, trying to win it back, trying to make up for it. Craven clears it over to Resi. Resi now trying to make a play. BG has a chance to win it. He does win it, but it goes over to Craven. Craven now going to yeet it down the ice on that near side. Trying to find V. V spinning around, trying to locate it, but he can't get it. Oywef, bounce pass over to Style. Style with Cap pressuring. Goes for a pass over to Jack. Great pass, by the way, finding a trailing attacker. Jack going for the long shot, blocked by Craven, but he gets a second chance, but Cap is there to stop it. Resi chipping it down the ice over to Craven. Craven beat by Oywef there. Oywef behind his own net for the Caribou. Goes for a chip pass down the ice as he's pressured. Trying to find Style, but Craven doing a good job taking that puck. But now Style a chance to win it back, but he can't do it. Good job by Craven. He finds Resi. Resi not a great touch though. Style's able to win it and goes for a quick shot, but it's wide of the near post. Craven now trying to chip it down the ice, but he got no options. BG sends it back down the ice the other way. A little bit of tennis here going back and forth. Resi trying to win it. Jack, good job getting a stick lift. I know he does that all the time to me in pugs and makes me so angry because I hate stick lifting. And he does it in pro, showing why it's so effective, but couldn't eventually make anything out of it. Now V with a chance in front of the net. He takes it off. Oiwave goes for the shot. Left, right, left to the top corner. And another goal for Philly. V with a nice move. I wish I had the second camera. Sorry, it's just me, so that's all we can see. Now I clipped it again. Is the replay gonna work for V's great goal as he goes right left? No, it's gonna still goes play for a deflection. Finds Cap. Cap now winning behind the net. Deflection didn't do too much. V still got a chance. I don't know. Whatever. That was a great goal by V. Nice left, right, left. He takes the puck off Oiwef, makes a chance, gets the goal on the near post, baiting Big Lar to move off of it. And now Cap sending it clear down the ice to end the period 2-1 for Philadelphia. I believe I missed a shot, so I will change it to 4. But yeah, sorry, I don't know why my replays aren't working. What I'll try to do, since I know they're not working now, is I will change my camera so that I can actually watch the replay, since the following puck doesn't work on those, and I'll see if I can quickly go over and do that. So apologies for that. I don't know why it's not working. It was working the other day. Oiwef off the face-off. Pressured by Cap. Taps it into the zone. V wins it. Goes for the chip pass over to Resi. Resi, nice tap to the center. Back to V. Nice little 1-2 play. V on this right. Drops it for Resi, but it's a little too far in front. I don't think Resi was ready for it. Didn't have the speed. Now BG going for a pass. Intercepted by Cap. Cap taps it to the center. Craven will pick it up. Probably flipping it towards the net. He does. A little too high. A little too wide. Resi, nice forecheck there, winning it off BG. Resi now goes for the back pass on net. Big Lar clears it behind his net, but it's not out of the danger zone yet. Cap goes for the reverse pass over to Resi. Resi now sending a pass on net again, but Big Lar doing a good job stopping it. Pops out to BG. BG finding a pass over to Style. Style chipping it over Craven, but Craven taps it back hard enough that maybe V's able to get there in time. He is. He's able to 50 it and win that puck. Great job by Craven. It got by him, but he was able to tap it hard enough back to where his teammate could take the loose puck. V going for a chip pass. Great block by Jack. Jack will get there back again. Style is in front, but he's not facing the right way. Jack goes for the pass. It's deflected off the back of the net. Oiwef now sending it back down low. Cap should get there first. Cap clears it near Jack, but Jack falls over trying to read it. And Craven now sends it long down the ice. Over to Resi. Resi with a chance here on this near post. And he finds the back of the net. Let me see if I can quickly watch this goal for you. Resi coming in, finds the pass and gets shot down the center. Big Lar expected another near post shot, and he overplays it. And a good goal for the Liberty, who takes a 3-1 commanding lead in this game. Oiwef pass to the center. He finds Jack early. Can Red Deer respond like they did for the first goal? They can't. V, good job whacking it away. Craven coming down the ice. He's got a chance. 0 goals in the season. Can he get his first? No. Big Lar denies him. Cap on this right side now trying to make a play. Style, good pressure. Wins the puck, but he taps it a little too far. Finds V. V with a reverse pass over to Cap. Cap trying to wrap it around the net, but he wraps it a little too shallow. Oiwef gets forechecked by Resi. Can Resi win it, though? Oiwef gets enough speed to win it back. Oiwef chipped down the ice. Trying to find Jack, but Jack triple pressure, but somehow it will pop out to Style. Maybe no. V with the body block, and he's able to win the puck. V now getting pressure from behind. He's got 2 in front of him. He's going to try to go all the way by himself. He almost did make it, but eventually gets cleared away, only as far as Craven. Craven sending it behind the net. But no one there. Style will pick it up and clear it down the ice. Resi trying to intercept it. He can't, but eventually it is ricocheted back to him. Resi carrying up the ice. A little too far, though. Style's able to read it and take it the other way. Style with a chance. Can he get Red Deer back in this game? He goes for the shot. It's low. 2 shots on net there for Style, but neither able to find the back of the net. Zebra doing a good job saving the first shot and reading the rebound. Good pass by Style trying to find Oiwef. Oiwef, I think, gets lifted on the play, and now Cap will send it the other way. Good saves there by Zebra, but neither shot was too troubling. Oiwef getting murdered there trying to do the forecheck. Craven now finds a pass to the back door, but it's intercepted by BG, who's trying to find V, but loose puck pops out to Resi. Resi goes for the reverse pass over to Cap. It's a little far, but he will get there. He's got V behind the net. He will use him. V Lets it go all the way to Rezi. Rezi trying to cut inside. He beats Oywef. He beats Style. Can he beat Jack? He doesn't, but he doesn't need to. He finds a pass to Cap, but Cap just misplays it. It goes behind him. Picked up now by Craven. Liberty committing a lot of men forward. A little risky, but it's working out so far. Cap beats Style, but loses the puck. It's fine, though. No pressure on him. He's got a ton of space. Jack now going for the forecheck eventually, but Cap, good pass over to Craven. Craven, though, second touch not his greatest, but he 50s it back and wins it. Getting pressured by Jack now, trying to make a play. Sends a pass across. Eventually will find V. V goes for a chip pass to the back door. Blocked, but it is found by Cap. Cap throws it on net, and in a super unfortunate deflection by, I believe, Oywef. Sends it back into V's direction as he gets the tap into the back door. Yeah, Oywef trying to control it, but all he does is set up a tap in for V at the back door as Philadelphia takes a commanding 4-1 lead. And it looks like Philadelphia is just a second game team. You saw yesterday they lost 1-0 against Albany. They just couldn't get a goal on the board. Today they win 1-0, but it takes them a long time to get that goal. And then in the second game they just explode, and they have 4 goals on the board. Only in the second period, too. I'm commentating. Even I felt like it was the third period. But Philadelphia having a chance to maybe make history. As you know, RDC won a game 7-1 against Calabasas, which I think is the biggest win in the history of the PHL so far. In any division, actually, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure in any division that's the highest single scoring game. And the Liberty, if they keep it up, they may change that. Good save by Zebra. Jack shooting on the near post. Style trying to chip it back in. He chips it on to Zebra. Zebra fighting his demons at the near post to keep it out, but he does eventually keep it out. I'll go ahead and count that as 2 shots, the initial save and the rebound save. Jack behind the net now going for the wrap. Gets cleared away, but he picks it back up. Goes for a pass to Style, but it's too far forward. And Rezi picks it up. Goes for a pass behind his own net over to Cap. Cap clearing it down the ice. Finds Craven. Craven knocks it on with his head. Sick pass over to Rezi, but no time left as the period will end. 4-1 for the Liberty going into the third period. Do they make history? Can they keep scoring at the rate they've been scoring? And then a little more. They need 7 to tie it. And here we go, period 3. BG behind his own net. Goes for a pass blocked by Rezi. Oywef should get there first, though. He's getting pressured, though. He goes for a ground pass across the ice over to Jack. He would have found him, but Jack not turning right, didn't have the momentum he needed. Cap firing a pass over. Doesn't really find anyone, but there's so much space, they'll get it for free. Rezi goes for a chip pass to the back door, almost finding the top right corner, but just wide. BG for the Caribou finds Jack on the right, but Jack just inches away from controlling it. V trying to chip it around Jack, doesn't get it all the way around him, but he does pick up his own deflection. He leaves it for Rezi. Rezi chip pass to the right, trying to find Cap. He will find Cap. Cap tapping it to the center. Great vision, but even better defense from Oywef to tap it to the side. Oywef behind the net. Nice spin move to keep his possession there as Craven was forechecking. Oywef finds a pass over to Jack. Jack sending it over to Style. Style, great touch, but Cap does a good job of just sticking it away just far enough for Craven to pick it up. Craven wins the 50 against Style, I believe. Carrying it down the ice, trying to find a pass. Deflects off Rezi. And Jack maybe was closest to that. I feel like he should have got that, but he left it for his teammate, and eventually the Philadelphia Liberty picked it up instead. Craven, good pass over to V. V, tap pass over to Cap. Nice play from Liberty. Patient, nice passing. And Cap almost making maybe the goal of the season passing-wise if he could have found Rezi there, but couldn't find him. And Craven just murders Jack. You see his body fly across the ice. Cap behind the net. You see Style killing Craven, saying, "You can't do that to my teammate, buddy," and he lays him out next. Definitely getting physical out there. Trying to find a pass to V, the Liberty, but not his greatest touch. Definitely a hard pass to receive, though. BG pass over to Oywef. Oywef chip down the ice. Over to Style. Style goes for the drop pass to BG, but it's too far to the center. Now Rezi with a chance going the other way. He's all alone. He's got the pass to his left if he wants it. Doesn't look like he's going to use it. Tries to deke around the goalie. He loses it, but it looks like it was going to go in. Big Lard dashes out of the way. If BG wasn't there to claim it, I think that might have trickled in. Luckily for the Caribou, though, BG on the back check's able to take it off the line. Cap behind the net, double pressured. He will lose it to Style eventually. Style has Jack in front. Will he use him? No, he goes deke around Craven and maybe doing a little too much there. Eventually cleared away by the Liberty. Craven, drop pass. Can't find anyone, but eventually V will get over to it. Jack close behind, no pressuring. V smartly goes behind his own net, finding Cap. Cap running into the boards, but it won't matter. Cap going back over to V now. Two members of the Red Deer Caribou in the offensive zone, and maybe this is why, because BG does a nice deflection down into the zone, trying to find Style. Style trying to play a pass, but he misplays it, and Craven doing a good job hitting his stick, forcing a deflection. Now V carrying up the ice. Beats the back check by Style, gets around Jack, tries to find a pass to Craven. Craven doesn't get a touch on it. Craven eventually gets it now, sends a back pass over to V. V sending it back to Craven, but he wasn't ready for it. Goes all the way around over to Jack, who takes his time. Goes for a chip pass down the center of the ice. He can find Style. Does Style have enough momentum to get around Cap? He doesn't, but he goes for the shot, and a good save by Zebra as he sticks it behind his own net. Rezi chipping it by Oywef, but Style picks up the loose puck. Style with a great chance here. He's got one to beat. He goes for the shot in the top right corner, and he will find the top right corner. And here's the chance. Style in the center, taking his time, looking for options. Doesn't need it. He finds the top right corner. And a great goal from Style to maybe get RDC back in the game. How much time on the clock? Minute 25 and a dream for RDC. But Rezi with a chance off the faceoff. Good save by Lar, who dashes over to make the save. BGP chips it over, but Style taps it back to him. That was kind of a sick play. I don't know if that was planned. I don't think it was, but it worked out anyway. At least for now, but V with a good pressure wins the puck, finds a pass to the back door to Rezi. Rezi, good touch, good shot, but an even better save from Big Lar. I think that was finding its way in the top left corner, if not sticked away. Rezi trying to pick up this loose puck, but Jack does a good job to win it back. Style leading the charge, murders Craven, but he murders him towards the puck. He's flailing, trying to make a play. Jack with a shot, deflected by Rezi wide. Cap behind the net, 45 seconds in a dream. RDC needs 2 goals to send this to OT with not a lot of time on the clock, and they don't currently have the puck. Craven, smart back pass over to Cap. Cap taking it down low, cutting inside, trying to beat some players. Eventually it pops out back toward a V, but V was jumping, not sure what's going to happen. Cap, good pass to the center. V missing on that occasion, but all these precious seconds coming off the clock. Red Deer needs it. Style just sending it down the ice, but that's not going to find anyone. I think that's going to be our game. I don't think they can get this puck back in time unless Craven makes a huge misplay. And Craven actually just taking his time, soaking in pressure. Jack just hugging Zebra in the net. And that'll be our game. 4-2 win for Philadelphia. And Albany and the Hooks rescheduled their game to next week, so we won't know how that game turns out. But as of now, technically, the Philadelphia Liberty are in first place by a decent margin, although Albany has games in hand. I'm going to try one more time to play the highlight pack and see if it will play the correct things. See some highlights from the first game and hopefully some from the next game as it's supposed to play. And we'll see how that goes. And here's a replay of the first game. Rezi, really good chance, hits off the post. And here's that really good pass by Jack, finding Style in the center, but couldn't do anything with it. And Cap's goal, first goal of the series, nice top right corner in that third period. And despite there being 6 goals in Game 2, it took till 3 minutes left in the third period to get our first goal. And yeah, for some reason it's not working. I mean, I'm literally looking at the folder, and it's not playing the right thing. I don't know. So apologies about that. I'll try to figure out why that wasn't working in the future. But I appreciate everyone sitting here watching some good hockey. In my opinion, hopefully also in your opinion. Philadelphia should be top of the league now. Like I said, Albany has games in hand, so we'll see if that is the same in a little bit. But you know, Red Deer look promising. I mean, they picked up a win against Bloomington 2 days ago and had some good chances tonight. But it seems like the same story as normal, at least in the second game. Their defense getting carved out but their offense making some chances. But if you're giving up 4 goals a game, I mean, you're not going to win many games doing that. And I think that is it for me. So I appreciate everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great night. I believe on Puck Hockey League 2, it is Bloomington versus the Calabasas Camel Crushers, I believe. So